These are Ken Chamberlain Sr.'s final moments as White Plains police began forcing his door open before they shock and then shoot the 68-year-old man. While calling the death of the former U.S. Marine a tragedy on many levels, prosecutors say the grand jury could find no reasonable cause to indict the officers who shot and killed Chamberlain last November.
And he said it's really hard to indict an officer, a police officer, in connection with the killing of a black man.
Randolph Mclaughlin is an attorney with Newman and Ferrara and represents Ken Chamberlain's family.
There's an institutional bias, I think, that favors the police in this country, especially with the district attorney's offices that routinely work with these police officers. They depend on the police to help them prosecute their cases.
But police were not responding to a crime when they came to Chamberlain's apartment on November 19th. They were, in fact, answering a medical assistance alarm that he accidentally set off. After telling cops he did not want or need them to come in, police still forced the door down. Blacks who live in White Plains say they are outraged, especially since they insist this isn't the first time police officers here have been accused of using excessive force on them.
They're just arrogant, you know. They come down through here like they have no respect for anyone that lives down in this area.
More than 5 months after the shooting and under mounting public pressure, the Westchester County District Attorney's Office convenes a grand jury. But after weeks of hearing evidence and details about the case, that grand jury decides not to file any criminal charges against any of the officers involved in the incident. Investigators initially told the media the victim was swinging a knife and threatening them, even though video taken by the taser they used to shock Chamberlain seconds before they shoot him shows his arms at his side.
The bullet went into his right arm. He couldn't be striking someone in this fashion if the bullet's going in this manner. So the story that he was threatening them, well, I think that's just absurd. Here's the bottom line. At no time did Mr. Chamberlain leave his home. In America, your home is your castle. That's your last refuge. And they came into his home.
The head of the White Plains Department of Public Safety promised a complete internal investigation, but continued to defend the actions of his officers that night. That defense may rise to the federal level, as the U.S. Justice Department says it has launched its own investigation to see if police violated Ken Chamberlain's civil rights when they broke down his door and killed him. Gary Anthony Ramsey, Press TV, New York.